Hello, everyone. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, Kanika.
Good evening, ma'am. Hello, everyone. We are going to start for now. Can I have your webcams on, please? Hello. Okay, so before starting, I would like to give a brief introduction of our speaker today. So first of all, my name is Punam Agarwal. I'm a volunteer at ADORE, and I wholeheartedly welcome each one of you on today's webinar on corporate etiquette by Ms. Punam Agarwal. ADORE is a global voluntary platform which aims to motivate youth to identify and undertake positive activities for a better society. We are a community network of university students and professionals who interact with the students so that they grow up as a successful professional and responsible citizens. Now, Ms. Punam Agarwal. She is an ICF member and certified executive, life and organizational development coach who has done her MBA from the USA in Human Resource, double graduate, St. Xavier's College, India and Devon, UK. PhD in Stress Counseling from the United Kingdom, certified psychometric test professional from CMI, USA, certified learning and development manager from Middle Earth, India, CELTA from Cambridge, UK, along with the Train the Trainer course, certified in Master Practitioner NLP from NFNLP, and has done varied certifications in soft skills, behavioral, and sales training. Also has worked as an IELTS clerical marker for the British Council. She is also the founding president of the NGO. Ma'am, now I would like to take this opportunity to handle all over things to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanika, for such a wonderful introduction. And I welcome each one of you for taking out your time and listening to me today. Let's delve into the topic straight away without wasting even a second, right? So now, one thing that I would like to inform you that I believe in interactive sessions. It will not be a one-way communication. So please participate so that you learn best. And if you switch on your webcams, I would be happy to see your faces as you can see mine. All right. Lovely faces makes the sessions much, much livelier and better. Right. Another thing, I have a lot of power cut situation here today. So if by chance I get cut off, don't panic. I'll log in again and we will continue with the session. With that, my first question to you all is that what is corporate etiquette? Anyone? You can unmute yourself and say it, or you can write it in the chat box. I'm perfectly all right with that. What is corporate? Yes, Tuba?
Ma'am, it's the particular ways and the manners in which the guidelines which you have to follow and the particular way in which you have to behave in the corporate world.
Okay, nice. Anyone else would like to add something to that or try? Anyone else would like to add something to that?
I think the company rules and regulations or the norms that we have to follow in the company.
Okay, all right. Who else would like to try? Anyone else? Okay, so the answer that you have given is not wrong. However, let's make it more a togetherness rather one-sided. When you keep saying corporate, only corporate, no. It is a marriage between the values, vision, and mission of the corporate and you. Do we understand now? It's both. All right. And that is exactly why they say you must study the company before you go for a job with them. I must understand what are their values, what are their mission, what are their what are their values, mission, and vision? All right. Is that matching with what I want to become? Do we understand now? Now I have to, otherwise we'll be frustrated. Trust me, you. It is not just rules, regulation, and all that. It is about becoming together.
Please everyone stay connected. Ma'am would log in again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Like I said, power cut. So am I audible now to all of you again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So we were talking about what is corporate etiquette, and I just stated that it is a marriage with our values, mission, and vision, and with that of the company. Okay, so and that is exactly why the first thing is that you must study the company. Whenever you go for interview, they are required to know, do I really kind of gel with them? Does it work for me? All right, that is where the corporate etiquette begins. Of course, as Tuba said, talks about the rules and regulations that need to be followed. Okay, now my question is, why should I follow corporate etiquette? Why should I do that? Anyone? Why is it necessary?
To mingle with people in a better way, to kind of relate to them and get along with your peers.
Okay, great. Tuba. Why is it important to mingle with people, and why is it important to get along with people?
Because corporate is a community and you are supposed to be working with a lot of people in team. So unless you get along with them, you wouldn't be able to work in harmony.
Okay, and why is that required? What is the end reason for it?
Ma'am, it helps in the achievement of final goals for employer.
Very good. You have been given a project, you need to achieve it. Remember that you cannot do it in isolation. You will need help of others around. So teamwork is very, very essential. Okay, respecting others, gender differences. All right, you have to respect whether it's female or male. I'm talking to both. It is not a male dominated society anymore. Do we agree with that? Okay, so now you have to understand, if you give respect, you will get respect. Okay, and that is where also the ambience comes in. When we kind of follow certain dignities, certain rules, then the ambience becomes more friendlier. When you wake up, you wish to go there to work. When that thought comes in, then the work achievement becomes better. And that is why we say corporate etiquette is important, and which is related to values, mission, and vision. Remember that they're all interconnected. When my values and the company's team members, I want to go to work, even if the pay is less. All right. When I get respect, I want to go there. I want to sit with them. I want to talk to them. And I'm learning something, I want to go there. Do we understand? So therefore, corporate etiquette is important to be followed. A very common question which is asked to me by most people are, so ma'am, where does this etiquette begin? I say it begins day one when you start searching for the job. All right. Because that is when you look in, do I fit in that culture? Because every company has their own standards. When you go for interviews to begin with, you have studied the company, everything. You can't just walk in anything. I understand that US-based methods work, but trust me, even in the US, well-groomed people are liked more than the casual ones who walk in. Trust me, I've worked abroad. And I'm talking from experience. How you carry yourself is, I'm not talking about buying a Gucci suit or a Chanel outfit. No, I'm talking about being groomed well when you walk in. You're dressed decently, smartly, confidently. You walk in that way, and that talks about yourself. And when you are confident, you're able to handle questions better. When they see you answering questions better and confidence in you, they feel, well, this person has some respect. When you walk in, you use those common words which people have forgotten. Please, thank you, may I sit down, may I come in? These are simple corporate etiquettes, my dear friends. And if you follow them, you would be respected far better. I have taken or trained many people from campus to corporate, and trust me, my trained students have stood out. and have grabbed the opportunity simply because of their grooming standards. But one look, people, body language counts. When they look at you, the way you walk in, the way you sit down, the way you're dealing with people around, your politeness, it adds value to it. And your job becomes easier because there are so many in the line who have the same knowledge as you are. What edge do you have over them? It is the corporate etiquette. And etiquette means your grooming standards, your respect, how you value others' values. Even if they are rude to you, how do you even treat a peon who brings in a cup of tea or water for you? It makes a difference. Do you say thank you to them? It adds value to all this, all right? Now, my next thing is that it doesn't end there. We climb up the ladder. I have now got the job. I've entered the corporate world. First, when you enter, the etiquette is to observe. Don't start talking too much during that time. Try to learn people, try to understand. Don't talk on simple subjects like politics. Don't talk about what is your salary. Don't start, bitching about people, if I may use the word. Okay. These are etiquettes. They may talk, be diplomatic. Don't get into bad books. Don't form groups. Corporate is not the place to make friends. And I will keep reiterating the statement. All are your friends and no one is your friend in corporate. Please go with that attitude. Corporate is not a place to make friendship. You have gone there. Your focus is earning. Your focus is career development. Don't lose your focus. Okay, that is your focus.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Can you please repeat that quote? Corporate is a place for, all are your friends.
Again and again. All are your friends and no one is your friend in corporates. Okay. This is, I've learned it by heart and it works like wonders. Make this your motto when you enter the corporate world. Okay. No one is your friend and don't have to cry over it if somebody competes with you and takes up. Take it as a game. You played better, you went ahead. I will play better next time. Like how you play chess, right? Somebody wins, somebody loses. Okay. But if you start saying, "Arey, maine to iske liye ye kiya, I did so much for this person and look, he still backstabbed me." Corporate is not a place for friends, my dear. No use sitting and sobbing. No use sitting and going into depression here. It will not work. You are only going to lose time. The sooner you pick up, the sooner you smile, accept it, and learn from where you went wrong and play that game back again. That is corporate etiquette. Tears don't work here. Tears only make you appear weaker in the corporate world. Remember that. Corporate etiquette is all about how confidently you can handle people. Now, I have entered the corporate. I have passed the interview. I have observed. I have also understood the body language and understood the culture. Now I'm working with my team members very well. I'm very polite. I don't take up sides. I don't bitch. I give my opinion, thinking twice so that I don't get into the wrong books of anyone. Never, never, never talk against your colleague. Never talk against your boss. Never. That is the ground rule. Remember that. Just like how we say customers are the king, right? For you, your team members are like your customers. Listen to them. Don't talk negative about them at all. If you want to be someone who's liked by all. Diplomacy is the key word for you in the corporate world. Whenever they ask, only talk positive. If there's any negative, think about it. This is what it is. This is the statement that should be used. It should be never stated that so-and-so said, X said, Y said. No. So that you are in the right phase. People love you. Remember, you are not there to make friends. You're there to move up the ladder. And if you want to move up the ladder, you have to learn to be diplomatic. You cannot start talking against people, and definitely not against your boss. Never. All right. Even if there is certain meeting that you're attending and your boss is also attending, remember you're there because your boss allowed you to be there. So don't try to go over him is what I mean, right? Attend the meeting. Even if someone is saying against your boss, learn where to speak. Say what is right. If you feel certain things you disagree with, talk to your boss in private. I feel this is what it is. Okay. Now, another corporate etiquette is never, never, never show your grievance in public or discuss about what is hurting you in public. Okay. You must go talk to the right person. If I have a problem with, let's say, Tanya, okay, I will go speak to Tanya directly. I will not talk against her or behind her back. We will sort things out one-on-one. Okay. This is very important to learn, so that nobody can say she goes or he goes and speaks behind my back. Never do that. So that way you build credibility, integrity. Responsibility is important. If you take up a job, ensure that you do it. Don't commit to anything that you cannot do. Most of the CEOs have told me, Punam, the problem comes in when these people who come in and they say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. They're scared to even say, I don't know how to do this work. It's not, I should say, a chance to lose your job if you go up and tell them that, I'm sorry, I would like to know how this is done. Can you explain this? How do you want me to do this? And people will come forth, because that shows a learner's attitude. I cannot be a know-all. I should always be a learner. Now, this is how you build your circle. Okay. Now, let's say you climb the ladder up. There may be some leaders sitting over here. Now, leadership etiquette becomes a little more than what you are doing right now. Okay. What is it? Now, here your main job is delegating, following up, understanding your team members' motivating factors. If you don't understand that, you cannot help them grow. You have to help your team member grow with you. A leader never walks alone. A leader always walks with the team. And you should always look at how someone else is. You see, each member has a talent. Each member is there because of a reason. Everybody is important in the team. It's like a puzzle. If you take out one piece, the rest will not fall into place. Okay. So that piece is important. So each one is important. A leader creates that puzzle, keeps them connected. That is important, right? Coaching, counseling skills are important with the team members. A friend, okay? But with his colleagues, he's like a learner, not someone who's trying to show off. You learn from each other. You build that corporation. Your focus here is how I give you results. As a leader, your main job is to get results. And you can only do it if you build great relationships. So etiquette is highly, highly important. Okay. And of course, now I will also emphasize on grooming a little bit. Grooming standards have kind of taken different shapes in different world. Only thing that women need to understand is how I dress up in the corporate world. Wear everything that you want, that you can carry well confidently. Ensure that your necklines are not too low. Because if you're doing that, then you are attracting problem. Because when you bend, obviously it's visible. You understand what I'm trying to say. So you have to be conscious about your dressing style. Same goes with men. Your neckline should not be too low. Your shirt buttons should not be open too low, even if you're following American standards of dressing up. Okay, because this is something that is attracting others. Unless and until, of course, you're wooing someone and the other person is happy with it. If both are comfortable, it's perfectly all right. Otherwise, it will lead to HR issues. Okay, and complications and maybe a bad name, which can result in not being able to get other jobs as well, termination included, right? Corporate rules should not come across as a barrier. Corporate rules are something that helps you make the ambience better. Corporate rules are something that makes people feel good about it, being there. It should not be like a hinder. So if there are any HR people here, you should know what we are talking about. Don't make it too much of do this, do this, do this, but make it livelier. If we do this, this is what we get out of it. So people are more excited to follow it, right? Rather than turning it into a rule book. Do we get it? if we accept corporate etiquette as part and parcel of our lives, something that helps us to develop ourselves, something that helps us to move forward, so that respect is maintained, it is wonderful to follow it. If you feel it is not following that, then that's not corporate etiquette at all. Do we get that? Now, other thing that you need to understand, business meetings. When we go for business meetings, how do we present ourselves? If you have arranged the meeting, then you pay for the bill. Please understand that. If you have called someone, then it is your job to pay for the bills. If someone else has arranged it, then they will pay it. Now, the thing is, how do I order food? Be conscious. Take a look at what other person is ordering. If the other person has arranged the meeting, then you should wait and see how the other person is ordering, and based on that you order. Don't start ordering something which is too expensive. Okay, because then it talks about you misusing the finances, and they not give you credibility. Okay. When we go for business meeting, drinks, limit yourself to one peg only. This is a business meeting. You need to be in your senses. You might say, even if I take 4, I'm still in my senses. No, don't do that. Take one, even if the other one is, sip it slowly so that the full meeting you can pull through with it. Because you need to be in your senses to understand what exactly is happening. You are there for a reason, to get the deal done, not to get disconnected in between. So be very careful with the drinks. Don't get tipsy. Social gatherings. Now you might say, but ma'am, you said corporate, all are your friends, no one is your friend. So why should I go for social gatherings? Still you have to go, because remember the first line says, all are your friends. So we are friends, right? However, in social gatherings also, like it's a annual party or something, limit yourself with drinks, please. So there are many annual functions where people have lost their respect. People will make fun of you. They can say, yeah, keep drinking, fun. It's really nice. But later on, people start talking. And that spoils your image. Do we get that? Where do I do my drinking? I do it with my friends. I do it with people I know. I don't do it with colleagues who are waiting for an opportunity to be grabbed to move up. Because these social corporate meetings or gatherings are also a chance to meet people you have not met. The management, they will be present there and they will be observing you. So that is a time to be on your best. That is a time you can mingle and also highlight some of your skills so that your promotions happen. Why? Because we are in the corporate for a reason. We have to be highly focused as to what exactly do we want in life, right? Okay, now I'm open to questions. Ask me questions and I will take them. Any question related to corporate etiquette, please shoot it now before I conclude.
Ma'am?
Yes, Tuba.
How can we network in these type of social gatherings? What are the ways?
Very simple. You have to be outgoing. You have to take an opportunity. Go introduce yourself. I am Tuba. I'm working here. What is your name? Which department are you in? Oh, wow. Sounds good. What exactly is the work that you're doing there? If it's a senior professional, you can say, I'm so happy to be introduced to you. Maybe it is someone you are looking forward to get introduced to. So you will have to make that first. For others, it will never happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And if you get an opportunity with someone who's trying to introduce you, please grab it. Take it. Do carry your visiting cards. Sometimes it works. Yes, answers your question, Tuba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and your great smile. Don't forget that. If you're dressed well and you have a killer's outfit and with that beautiful smile, people themselves will notice you and they will want to talk to you. Who doesn't want to talk to a well-dressed, well-groomed person and with a charming smile, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other question?
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask one thing, that in these type of social gatherings, there is quite some nervousness that is coming up. Like when we introduce ourselves to some unknown person, although we are in the same corporate but in the different domains,
Mhm.
right? So at that point of time, there is some point of nervousness that is coming up, whether you are not confident that much or whether you are not comfortable in those introductions and all. So we need to have to work out some ways to cover up that nervousness so that we can feel comfortable in
All
introducing
right.
to anybody.
So Kanika, here what I teach people is, this is not just you, it happens with all employees. Everybody goes through this stage. This is when I tell them, when you are going for such social gatherings, look at the mirror and tell that to yourself, I'm the best, I'm good at my work. Okay, and this goes out as a stage fear NLP technique that we use. It also goes for people who are interacting with their seniors to begin with. So often you get a little embarrassed when you're talking to your seniors, but you must understand that you are there because you are skilled. You are there because you have your knowledge. Whatever it is, right? But you're there for a reason. I'll give you one example. This was at Emirates, okay? And I remember still one of the VPs came up to me and he told me, Punam, you're not scared of me? Everybody is. And I told him, why should I be scared of you? Are you some kind of an animal I should be scared of? He said, no. Everybody gets scared when the VP or HR walks in, but you're not. I said, because you're a human being. I'm a human being. I'm doing my work very well. And so are you. You are here in some job role, aren't you? We are both doing our jobs. Someday I might be there where you are. So why should I be scared of? I should be scared of only one, and that is God Almighty. No one else. No one else. And that fear also will come in when I've done something wrong. Otherwise, no, he's also there for me. Do we get it? No need to have that fear. If that fear sets in when you're going to talk to someone, just inside you, take a deep breath and tell yourself, I'm the best. And that's it. And that kills it. Try it out, Kanika. This nervousness will only happen once or twice. After that, once you do it, it's easy. It's a cakewalk. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like in the starting, when I joined any internship or in the starting of my college, I was actually this type of nervous because I was in an area of about 80 students at the same pace. Everyone was busy with their work. Everyone was busy in among themselves, and no one was talking to other. So this was the very, the very quiet environment of the room was something that brought me that nervousness.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll give you one example from my college days. There used to be this gentleman, he was very tall. And he was, in fact, I was always the livelier ones. I cannot keep quiet in a class. And if I see any ambience quiet, I'm the one who starts talking, right? So I had observed that this gentleman had no friends at all. Okay, and I was one of those who would walk in very early in college. I love to see that beautiful scenery that was there. Love to take that in. And I saw this man would stand there, and I went up to him one day and I said, hello, I'm Punam Agarwal. What's your name? So he got a little, nervous because he had never had anybody approach him. Then he gave his name and he said, no one has ever spoken to me. I said, why didn't you try speaking to someone? Maybe people did want to talk to you. So everybody sitting there are also nervous. Trust me, you. It's not only you. Others are also scared. They're just waiting for someone to approach. Make the first move. And there you are. Sounds good? Try it out. Try it out and you will know what I'm saying does make sense. It's tried and tested.
Yes, ma'am, I actually agree with you what you have said, because as you told your college instance, there was one with the same. There was one particular classmate of mine who was not having any in the initial, and I was the one, like very bubbly girl, like roaming from here to there in the class, changing seats, and all kind of nonsense that I was used to create in that room. And then one day I approached him. I started just talking anything to him. He was like, what the man, is he talking to me or something? Like, I've been in some dream place or what? Like, why she approached me, she was quite very much confused regarding it. So, but
That
then
wrong impression.
Mhm.
You are trying to be just a friend and others might take it, oh, she's trying to be fast. So be careful with that also. Yeah. So keep your attitude simple. I used to tell when people say, oh, you smile at me, I said, but I smile at everyone. So you're my friend. Everybody is my friend.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
that kind of attitude actually helped me. And I got like around, I made the class with the whole friends. Matlab, in 80 students, I got among like, there was a number of friends for me right there.
Wow, amazing. All right, any other questions, guys? Related to corporate etiquette? Anybody facing any issues in the corporate which needs some clarification? Now is the time. Any doubts in your mind related to corporate etiquette? Now is the time. Interview, skills, or any other skills, ask me now. Marvin, Mari, I can see lovely names here. I can see people from all over the place, Shreya, Kuzaima, but nobody's asking me questions. Are you happy with all that has been stated? Is all your questions answered? If not, please feel free to ask me now. No more questions? All right, then I would like to end this session by saying, remember, everything is good. Corporate etiquette also means work-life balance. Guys, don't become donkeys. Please don't.
Ma'am,
Yes, Kuzaima.
ma'am, how to increase our confidence?
How to increase, okay, there are NLP techniques that we use for increasing confidence. However, I'll give you a simple tip. Try to follow it. Tell yourself, standing in, I can do it. And I will do it.
Okay,
I can do it and I will do it. Whenever you feel that shiver, that nervousness, that butterfly in your stomach, remind yourself, I'm the best, I can do it, I'm good. And of course, prepare. Don't go without preparing for any meetings, any session that you're attending. If you're prepared, then your confidence walks in. Many people get confidence from the grooming. Okay, if you're groomed well, because when you're going to present, people are going to look at you. Always remember that. So if you are well groomed, your confidence already comes in from that. Wear your best outfit. That gives you confidence. All right. Prepare everything. Practice it before you present it. All right. Be open. Remember, when the questions come in, they are not criticizing you. They are basically needing answers. Give them the answers. And if you don't know, there's no harm to tell them, I will get back to you, and get back to them. Find out the answer and tell them, I don't know, but I'll get back to you. Take the name, take the number, and get back to them. And soon you will realize, when people start appreciating your confidence, starts working in. Make sense, Kuzaima? I don't know whether you're there or not. Did I answer your question? I don't know whether she's there. All right. Any other questions?
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. I just want to say that we are not able to share the feedback link. I think when I disconnected, I got disconnected. Tuba was made the host. So, Tuba, can you please make me the host?
Sure, just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't become donkeys. Ensure that you have at least one recreation added to your life. And that is also corporate etiquette, so that you don't lose out on your lifestyle. Work hard, or smart is the right word, I would say. Nowadays, hard is lost its importance. Smart has walked in. Work smart and then go chill, enjoy. This is the time. This is one life that you get. Enjoy it. Have fun. Make the best out of it, so that when you look back, you say, I have led my life my way and enjoyed it thoroughly. with that, I end my session. Thank you for joining in, each one of you. It was a pleasure interacting with you all. God bless you. And thank you, Tanya, for giving me this opportunity. I hope I made a little difference in your lives. Thank you. And with that, signing off for now, this is Punam Agarwal from Neo Stylus.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining in, and we would like to have more such interactive sessions with you.
Welcome to do that.
Guys, we are sharing the feedback link. Guys, we are sharing the feedback link in the chat box. Just wait for some time. Do provide us your feedback.
Guys, your feedback do really matters to us. So please share the feedback.
Tanya, do I still stay in or do I leave now?
Ma'am, I think if you're done with the presentation, like then talk, then you can leave.
I didn't get that. Tanya, I didn't get that. What were you saying?
Ma'am, we were saying that if you have completed with the presentation, that you may leave.
Yes, done. Thank you.
Okay.
Once
Thank
again,
you, ma'am.
bye-bye. My pleasure. God bless. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you everyone for joining in.
Guys, please do share your feedback on the WhatsApp link provided in the chat. We have already shared the WhatsApp link.